Hello and welcome to Waste Breakfast. We all discuss about everything governance, mental health, self-development, and of course, entertainment. My name is Godspeedy Israel, and I'm joined by my amazing co-anchor, Joy. Isn't this one? Boki, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm good.
How you
I'm
doing?
Good. I'm good. I'm good.
How's it like coming today?
Give me my umbrella. Ella.
I don't understand. No, but you came, you're not even wet.
You don't want to know.
Ha.
Don't worry. I have this invisible dryer that just dries me instantly. So you don't need to see how wet I am.
No. It was, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but let me just say on God.
I think I know what to say, but let's just take it from let's just take it from a space of fun. I'm like, okay, Dubai. Did we say anything wrong yesterday?
Do you get? Oh God!
I think this range started at around 4 a.m.
No.
morning.
Yeah, he said around. I was on the road when it started. To be honest.
Oh wow.
No, seriously. I already came out from the house. And I'm like, truly, when I woke up this morning, I'm like, okay, let me just rush to the studio. I can just rest my head and all of these things. So when I came out, it was already like all breezy and all the breeze was everywhere. Even carried somebody. That was how strong the breeze was. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So there's this guy that actually carries me. Like I call him. By the time I called him around I think 4:15 or so. Then that's where the breeze started, right? I came downstairs and I had to walk down to the junction. So I said it's easy for me to see him. Doesn't need to like come to my place. So I walked down to the junction. I said that time it was around 4:30 or something, and that's when the rain started.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it started like that. I literally was at first I was thinking, no, when you're in the bus, you will not know that the rain is that heavy. Not until I came down. When it does, I say, what's going on here?
I said when I saw the rain, when it started, when it was all breezy and windy and everything, I checked my phone. It was past 5. I said, okay, it's still 4. Don't worry, there's still like an hour plus.
Right.
So I'm just hopeful rather that it's just going to calm down and subsidize a bit at least. 5 a.m. It was still raining cat and dog.
I swear.
5:30. I said no. Let me go with faith. So I stood up. I had to go into the bathroom, start to get ready to come to the studio this morning. 6 a.m. It was still raining. I said, okay, no, let's try a ride. I checked InDrive. Oh, God. InDrive was driving me.
What?
As in, I stayed on InDrive for almost more than 15 minutes. I didn't see a ride.
Wow.
I put it at 4.5. Because literally from my house to here is really not far. It's just around 2.5. You're good. I said I put it at 4.5. I wasn't even getting to 5K. Let me just see one driver that would just take me off. It wasn't giving me no driver was picking the ride at all. So I had to go to both picked, both cancelled. I went again. Like 7. I counted it. 7 different drivers cancelled on me this morning. I said, okay, this is the height of it. So I think it was almost a 7. So I finally saw what I had to start rush. I said, I don't care the price. Just let me get to the office this morning. If not, Godspeedy will nail me to the cross.
Straight on, man.
I just felt I was going to be,
seriously,
but hey, rain is crazy.
This morning was unexpected. You know when they say this thing catch me unawares?
I swear.
I was caught.
This rain is always
on
good
the unawares.
This rain is good in the night. It's
Do you
best. It's not good. It's just best.
I wish I would have slept peacefully.
Do you understand? This is like sleep in peace. Not rest in peace now. Yeah, it's like sleep in peace.
I feel you. But apart from the whole rainy stuff, right? How you doing personally? How you doing?
Can I skip this question?
I don't understand. What do you mean by want to skip?
Is it possible to skip this question?
Hey.
Because even I myself, I don't know how I'm doing.
Hey.
Exactly. I don't know how I am doing. I just know that I'm still existing. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. So, I mean, that's all that matters to me. Every other thing is just... It's a cliche.
So, as I was like preparing for this morning, right? I don't know, but somewhere in my head, I just wanted to talk about motivations, right? I just wanted to reach out to, because I know it's not enough for us to have like discussions upon discussions about people suffering from like mental health and all of those things, depression, anxiety, and all of that. And I feel like, yes, it's okay to, tell them, give them like tips. Oh, go seek medical help or professional advice. Take these drugs, eat healthy, and all of those things. And we've not really worked about themselves. The thing is, one thing is to seek all of those helps. Another thing is to know that, okay, me personally is suffering from this thing, and the only way I can get better. It's me myself choosing that, okay, yes, you have to get better. And that takes us to being like self-assured and all of these things. So to be honest, I just wanted to like give I think a very just little speech on, you know, being self-aware. So I mean, one thing I know how to do for a fact is speaking to myself positively. You know, I remember there's the last time we had a discussion around that, and I spoke about how important it is to be very positive, right? I remember saying these words, and I quote, "Because I bear God's pity, it's not because of it's my name, but because of who I am," right?
That's the beauty of God.
Exactly. So you have to keep assimilating all of those good words and positive vibes, and that way you get like better. So I think I just have like few things to say to those people that are suffering from this or have these issues, right? We want low self-esteem. You know, I was just thinking there's a whole lot, to be honest. So I'll just say a few lines, and I just hope that you out there would repeat after me. So I acknowledge my challenges, but I am not defined by them. I am resilient and capable of overcoming these obstacles, right? Each day I am making progress towards healing and inner strength. I choose to replace fear with courage, doubt with confidence, and despair with hope. I am worthy of love, happiness, and peace, and I trust in my ability to navigate through difficult times and emerge stronger. So I hope those of you out there that have listened to me keep saying these words, keep reciting it. And there's also one thing I know therapists will tell you for sure, that you should also have like you know, this paper that they paste at the wall where you write positive things. So for every time you wake up, you're saying, I am blessed. For every time you wake up, you're saying, I am great. For every time you wake up, you're saying, I am brilliant. For every time you wake up, you're saying something good. So I think that should also be recommended, you know. Take that as, you know, part of like a daily routine. Trust me when I say with time, you intend to get better. So yes, I just felt like I should drop that stuff. But I feel like Joy has something. Do you want to say something to that? Or to add to it?
I feel like you just broke me right now.
Hey!
I feel so broken.
Okay.
And, honestly,
Okay.
honestly, right? I don't know the reason why you decided to do this today.
I don't know, to be honest, but
really
something
don't
just speaks
know.
to me that, okay, you know what? Let's do this.
I honestly don't know what pushed you into ensuring that you do this today, right? But really it means a lot. And if me sitting down here is, I could literally feel you pouring cold waters around down my spine.
Hey.
And I'm listening to God's voice. I'm like, okay, right. This is just the word for the season.
Yeah,
because trust
seriously.
me, a lot of people are going through a lot of things that
I agree.
it's even quite bad that you don't even know who to speak to. At some point, you're getting confused. But hey, just like God's speech here said, I don't know, just put it in yourself that you know who you are, and you are who you are because that is who you are.
Exactly.
You can't be any version less of yourself. So don't let people define you, or don't let your situation or problem define you, because you are who you are.
So, I mean, I feel like Joy has already dropped the bat. You are who you are. Don't allow anybody to define you because you are who you are. I don't know why you're not with a pen and a book, to be honest, because literally, I have that one in my head right now. So, yes, speaking of today, right, well, let's quickly, you know, go on a short break. Coming back, let's take a moment to check up what is going on around the globe. Please stay with us. You're still watching Waste Breakfast. Join me for an exciting journey across Africa as we explore the continent's rich tapestry of culture and stories, guided by the vibrant pages of The Punch, Nigeria's prime newspaper. So the major headlines read, No Nigerian shopper, Chinese operator risks sanctions as federal government shuts Abuja supermarket. Consumer agency plans, Wednesday tribunal says closed circuit television camera, that's the CCTV, footage shows owner fled Monday morning. Federal government identifies fleeing operator, Punch investigation reviews, Lagos Indian school bars Nigerians. So bottom of the newspaper, we have Ayedatiwa, aggrieved Ondo aspirant petition All Progressive Congress, that's the APC, demand primary cancellation. 5 children die in abandoned car in Niger. Delta diverts Lagos flight to Lome after passenger's death. Thunderstorm. Above the masthead, Tinubu blames illegal mining for terrorism funding. Federal government to unbundle 11 discourse, other sale of 4. Inspector General warns of governor's excesses as federal government insists on state police. Lastly, at the right side of the masthead, Nigeria rebound, rice falls to 67,000 naira in Lagos, Abuja, cheaper at borders. So that's all on the headlines for the Punch newspaper. The headline that piqued my interest is the major headline that reads, No Nigerian shopper, Chinese operator risks sanctions as federal government shuts Abuja supermarket. So on April 22nd, that's yesterday, 2024, the management of an Abuja-based Chinese supermarket faced intense criticism for denying Nigerians entry into the establishment. The supermarket policy inclusively restricts entry to individuals of Chinese descendants, without any name inscription. This discriminatory practice sparked widespread condemnation across various social media platforms as Nigerians voiced their concern over the unequal treatment. In response, the Federal Competition and Consumers Protection Commission, that's the FCCPC, swiftly took action. They sealed the supermarket located along Airport Road in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and summoned the owner, a Chinese lady named Cindy Liu, to appear before them on Wednesday, that's tomorrow. If found guilty, the operator of the supermarket risks sanctions. So this is actually a very interesting subject. You know, my first question is, why would, hey God, person welcome Nigeria, say, I beg you, I want to sell, I want to have like a supermarket in your country. Then you will not start dictating what to be done and what should not be done. I don't understand. Is it that these people, they don't give these people rules and regulations? Joy? Because I know you said you have something to talk about this. To be honest, yeah, this is so wrong. I don't see a reason why a Chinese supermarket would be in a country, and you're telling the citizens of that same country that you came to work, like how? That they should not come in to get, except if what you're selling is is poisonous or it's something that has nothing to do with Nigeria. But if it has nothing to do with Nigeria, why are you selling it here?
I like the fact that you asked the question and you answered the question by yourself. So, for me, right, very quickly, I want to start first by commending FCCPC.
FCCPC,
That's the Federal Commission and Consumer Protection Commission in Abuja. Now, on a normal day, what is expected is that when stuff like this tends to happen in the country, everybody's waiting for the president to come and do something.
Okay.
Everybody's waiting, okay, Tinubu is there, what's he going to do about it? What does he have to say? What action is he going to take? But it wouldn't, I'm so excited to understand that there are parastatals and there are agencies, there are commissions in this country that still know their work and they still stand by the things that they're obliged to do.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, on a normal day, they'll be waiting for the president to come and do something, whereas there is already an agency that is expected to carry out instructions and carry out activities and actions when stuff like this happens. So for them to have come up immediately to say that they're sealing the supermarket and they're already bringing the owners of the supermarket for questioning, that's a good one for me. Kudos to you guys on that. But then again, I feel like there are mysteries to the story. Let's start from the place of what in the heavens would first of all give them that impression or that right to think that they would come to a country that is
Not theirs.
not colonized by
Them.
let me use that colonial master. So we have no relationship with any of the colonialism, right? So we literally do not have any relationship with them, just on work basis.
Yes.
And it's more of a contract job.
Basis.
Come do this, we pay you, and that's all.
Yeah.
So what would have given that impression for them to even think that they have the right to carry out such a thing? See, before you carry out something, you must have been double sure that, see, I'm able to do
Don't worry, this thing, they know it won't.
I don't care the reaction, because you won't tell me that they were dumb enough to say that they know that. Sorry, excuse me. I think this rain is even getting to me. I'm really sorry about that, but let's move on. So you won't tell me that they are dumb enough to think that they'll do something like this and there's no repercussion to it. So there must be an underdog that is lying somewhere, giving them the morale and the confidence to even take a step to do this, because it's a slap to even try this in the first place.
I agree.
Not even that you're going to take action to say, I'm going to bring you to book. Let's ask ourselves a question. You can never, in the entire history, hear about this in China.
I agree.
There is no way under the rain and under the sun. I actually didn't even bring, let me even clear myself out this morning. I didn't bring any newspaper this morning I'm going to review, because I said if something that has to do with another country is happening in my own country, then it has to be an international base. So that's why I said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to come here this morning on newspaper headlines. I'm going to talk about this Chinese operation movement, because I still ask again, what would have given them in a normal Nigerian language that is just, I don't know if it's correct now, what would have given them the impetus to even have the mind to do such a thing? Because definitely it is when they give you a right. You know, they say when they give you a handshake, you stretch your hand to the elbow.
Yeah.
But then let's now look at it critically from the space of almost everything in Nigeria has been the Chinese government.
You know, I remember there was a time where we spoke about Bayelsa government wanting to...
You want to bring in Mandarin?
See, I know you were in support of it, though.
Yes.
Because
no.
if you say you're not now, we are going to fight right now.
No, you don't get the
See,
point.
I
didn't say I was against it.
Okay.
Right. I actually like it to say that, okay, fine, we're imbibing something fresh, something new, to say that, okay, I learned Mandarin. If today I decide to go to China to do anything, to do any business, I don't have to have a struggle with it, because I definitely know the language, so I can always flow. Know fully well that language is one key factor in culture. When it comes to culture now, language is one thing that resonates people together, that joins people together. If I'm from outside today and I go to any northern state, the moment I just speak any outside language, I bet you if they're going to sell something for you at 15 and they sell it to me at 14 naira, because they feel like, oh, you even understand my language. So for you to even understand my language that you are not a part of, it's a plus for me.
See, the thing is, for a country like Nigeria, see, take it or leave it, there's a certain kind of way people outside the country look at us. Let's not even talk about the whole white and black issue, right? Let's talk from the fact that we are an African country, and Nigeria now is well known to have so many issues. We have a whole lot of debt to pay. If you check Nigeria's debts, see, is enough for you that if you're a citizen of a country outside the country. Imagine now that the country you're from is one of the countries Nigeria is owing. Trust me when I say you won't literally give us that 100% regard, and it is just life. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So you don't expect a country like Nigeria that is having all that kind of issues. Do you know how many issues that we've had, like we are not able to solve ourselves, that we now literally had to look for external help. You know, there are a whole lot. I mean, beginning of this year, we had the kidnapping issue, where US has to come and say, okay, you guys, if you're not able to take care of this kidnap, if you're not able to curb it, you can tell us, we'll come and help you curb it. Do you know that's a slap on Nigeria's face? So there are a whole lot of things that are going on that when you see it, you know that, okay, these people really, they don't regard us. Because they don't put it in our face, doesn't mean they do respect us. They don't. They don't. Now, another thing is, this lady now, this Chinese lady, what rules, I mean, I would want to ask that to like a lawyer or a legal practitioner, right? What rules or what laws are now written for persons of this sort, right? Like this Chinese person that come here now to have the effrontery and the mind to be like to tell citizens of Nigeria not to come to her shop, right? I feel like she should have a very good reason for it. But now that she has run, They're even calling her and they can't find her. The fact that she has, I mean, flee and all of those things, it just shows that there must be something beneath it that we are not, you know, that's not open to the media yet. That's how I feel. That's what I feel. First of all, I feel like there must be a law for sure that is guiding them on what they should do and what they should not. There must be something that should be in existence, you know. Yeah. But now that she has even run, she has refused to even listen to the call of the ECCPC, it just shows that there must be something she's running from, or there's something that she's trying to hide.
So let's even start from a place of Nigeria is owing, as in following the recent approvals on the Senate's budget right now, the total debt of Nigeria it's estimated that it will climb at least 22.15%, right, from 19.47 trillion naira. That's it's getting to a place to say that if we continue on the path where we are going to in 2024, by the end of 2024, we should be, or rather by the second quarter of 2024, we should be considering that we will be owing at least 107,038 trillion naira.
Can you imagine?
We're not talking about billion now, we're talking about trillion. And then the question now is, so how much are we even owing China? And as of 2023, last year, we were owing China about $4.34 billion.
Can you imagine? Is it the same people that I say will come and give you respect?
So now, you want to ask a question, because I wanted to come from a space to say, I think the Chinese government owes Nigeria an apology. I just feel like they owe Nigeria an apology, because this cannot take place in China, and they want to tell me they'll sit back and let it happen. I was almost moved to ask, is racism about to start in Nigeria? Is Nigeria going to be the first place where racism is going to start in Africa? I start to say, I will not stand here and see that happening. I will not sit my hands here and see that happening. I'm going to lend my voice, use every possible platform I have to speak against it, because once it starts, it's always a struggle to end.
The truth is, see, I feel like you were asking what do you think would actually like add to why this woman behaved the way she did, right? Or what would have prompted this whole thing. Now, the truth is, I always sit down here and say, oh, Nigeria is united. Of course we are. But just me and I say, we still have tribalists in our midst. We still have people that do you know, even to, I don't know when this whole, we are Igbo, don't marry from Yoruba. I don't know when that is going to end, to be honest. And all of those, like, cliche that we hear a whole lot, oh, Yoruba people are like this, oh, this is how they behave, and all of those things. The truth is, if we don't start seeing ourselves as one, do you know funny part? Each of these other, like outside the country, okay, use the US for example. They have 51 states there, right? But you will never hear, oh, we are from this state and we don't do like this, we act like this, we don't. Do you get what I mean? Outside the country, I mean, almost all countries, they have their states, right? They have their states, but you will not hear stories of, oh, this Yoruba person behaves like this Hausa person doesn't behave like this. I'm very sure that one way or the other, thank God, this is literally going on here in Nigeria. There's no how before now, one Nigerian person would have not displayed that, oh, I'm an Igbo person and I'm very industrious. We have nothing to do with the Yoruba people. And now, how do you think someone outside the country will perceive us? You see? So we are talking about, you're coming from the angle of, oh, racism should not happen and all of these things. The truth is, there's even racism among us here.
And you don't call that racism per se. I think you just call that to be
tribalism.
Yeah,
but you know, that's the foundation now,
to be honest. It's not really a thing from a space of color. It's a thing of, you're not my brother, you're not my sister, so we have nothing in common to do with. That's the way it's coming from, honestly. That's honestly where it's coming from. So for me, I I started from the notes that I said, I like what the FCCPC did, right? And I'm just here to sit down, watch, listen, read, follow up to know the update and to see how best Nigeria is going. As for me, give them a slap. Because they've given us a slap, give them a blow.
Right.
If possible, if it's very possible. And I'm not saying get into a physical fight with them, but
I feel you.
Do something that is going to pinch them and pin them very well to say that, no, you can't come to my country and mess my citizens around. Do you understand that? We are the owners of the land you are building on. Do you understand that thing? Do you know what it means to own a land? If it is easy, Go and
Go and
give
do
us a
your
land
own.
in,
I
in,
agree.
in China and let's see how it's going to run.
I
But
agree.
hey, let's just watch and follow up the story and see what the update is. And I'm very sure,
Yeah.
I trust the Nigerian government. They're going to kill this one. I trust you guys. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, just like you said, I feel like, to be honest, right, to conclude, in conclusion, there's no need for us to start waiting for Tinubu to do something. That's the reason why all these agencies are there. These are delegated authorities in order to, like, work on behalf of the people in power, you know. So I don't see why they are waiting. Thank God that they are not waiting, you know. So it's a plus that, okay, yes, we have great people that know their work and they're working towards it. We'll be going on a short break, guys, and we'll be diving straight to the book review. Please stay with us.
Members of our House of Assembly or the National Assembly, who you have said are supposedly our representatives, who are supposed to be representing our interests, making laws that will be executed by the executive. These same people who you are saying that need to help us are people who have been helping themselves in the past. These are people who have only made laws that only hold us accountable and not necessarily them. Again, in the recent past, we've seen them fight for cars and monies and sitting allowances that are much more higher than the amount of money that a university professor takes home as his pay. And most of these professors still haven't received their pay. Who's to say that these same people that you're talking about accountability on their past will cut off their nose to spite their face?
The major thing that we must look into, you know, our leaders, the leaders, I mean, who are the pilots of this democratic system. That's the leaders of the country, the people in governance, the governors, the president, and every leader in every tier of government. How are they elected? How do they get into these offices? How do we put them in this position of power to make laws for us to direct our affairs and all that? That takes me to our electoral process. All right? So the citizens can do without the right framework, without the right laws that will check people in government from abusing their authority, from siphoning funds meant for the development of their society. The members of the House of Assembly are the representatives of the people.
Thanks for staying with us. It's the book review segment. sorry.
Do it again. Do it again. Not
Okay, thanks for staying with us, guys. It's the book review segment. Don't mind me. I think somewhere I literally
That's
was
not my
off.
business. You shall do it again. That's not my
Well,
business.
so, I mean, before now, we've been on Atomic Habits, right? Authored by James Clear. And we'll be talking about the chapter 10, which is how to find and fix the cause of your bad habits.
Yeah.
Let's hear what Joy has to say.
So before I say anything, let me give you guys a very short story. So
Okay.
God's Beauty has always been doing. Thanks for staying with us. It's the book review segment.
Kidding
We
me.
noticed, really, I really wasn't doing it. I was just like, okay, yeah, segments, just say it up and let's get on here with it. But for me to come into that space, you can see that this morning I said, no, that's not how you do it well and properly. That's because she made it a habit, and myself, I found it attractive, and to say that this is something nice, this is something good, so I might as well just inculcate it in me. So today that I've inculcated it in me, she now wants to ruin it. That's why I had to tell her that she needs to take it back again.
Well,
but anyways, let's move on to see how to find and fix the cause of your bad habits. And we read this from chapter 10 of Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
The cause of your habits is actually the prediction that precedes them. The prediction leads to a feeling. Now, highlighting the benefits of avoiding a bad habit to make it seem unattractive. Habits are attractive when we associate them with positive feelings and unattractive when we associate them with negative feelings. create a motivational ritual by doing something you enjoy immediately before a difficult habit. And that's why I had to start with the illustration. I didn't just want to say a story because I want to say the story. I had to say it to illustrate what I'm going to explain here from chapter 10, to say that it was because I was able to see that the habits you're trying to bring to me, or the habits you're trying to make me get into, is something good. And I saw there was a positive feeling to me, because it makes me feel like I'm more ginger to even do a review. So it takes me away from the fact that we had a conversation and the conversation is over. So it's time to review a book. So I need to get into another space. So you're just giving me a different vibe to say that it's a book review segment. And I had to follow it because I have seen reasons why I've seen reasons why it's a good habit, and I was able to attach positivity to it. So to break a bad habit, you need to make yourself see. We've been saying this over, and I think that's basically what James Clear said, and we'll keep saying it to the end of this book. You need to make it feel unattractive to you. Make yourself see reasons why you don't want to do this thing. Make yourself see reasons why it is a bad habit in the first place, because it's one thing to say I have a bad habit. It's another thing to see reason why I say this is a bad habit, or why this is a good habit and why I shouldn't kick it. So we're doing all of this, and I think you're good. What do you have to say, Gospel? What is your bad habit that you have? Oh no, we've been talking about
I keep saying it.
We've been
I
talking
don't
about
have
bad
a bad
habits too
habit.
much. I think we've said a lot about our bad habits. We've opened ourselves too much. Let's hear that one good habit you know you prefer. I know you have lots. Don't give me speech. Don't write atomic habits.
Okay,
for
so
me.
is it
one habit you have?
Okay, so I think one habit is literally what I just did today, is actually being very positive, to be honest. That's something that I don't even consider it a habit. Now, I don't know if there's another extra word to use apart from habit, to be honest, because it's more like my daily life, right? It's something I do every time. The only thing is, when I'm playing with people, right, I can, just like this morning now when we started, I'm like, Aboki, Abeg. Do you get? That's the thing. So some people, sometimes people feel like, oh, you're contradicting yourself. You're negative. No, I'm not, right? I just, that when I'm with my kind of people, when we want to vibe, don't worry, I'm going to call you all sorts of names. Exactly. But that's not me being negative, right?
Yes.
But when I'm not talking about being like very positive, I'm so positive. When something is not looking like it's not gonna work, I'm like, no, don't worry, it's gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I know it's gonna work. You understand what I mean?
Right.
So I think being very positive is one good behavior or one good habit that I've literally inculcated in my life, to be honest.
Nice.
Like, I don't know, but it's just something that I love. How about you, Joy?
Okay. I know I told you not to give me this. I feel like I'm about to write a book right now.
Oh, God, rest,
one
Joy.
thing I'm really going to pick out really for myself is that, I don't know. I know how to care a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I could literally, if I say I want to care about you, I don't mean having a relationship with
No,
you.
I feel you. I feel you.
But just being on a basic status to say, let me use the word humanity.
Okay.
So I can be very humanitarian enough. So I can do that down to the last drop of cash in my pockets.
Are you sure it doesn't depend on the person? To be honest, for me, it depends on the person. That's the truth.
That's another thing. So there's some sort of people having my inner circles like, don't worry, I'll go all out for you. Even to my discomfort. But again, I don't know. I'm also kind of trying to say that to be somewhat a bad habit. Because what it brings me is that I'm not the like trouble, but no find my trouble. That's my kind of person, right? So I could care about you, but the one just, they break my heart and just annoy me. God, I could just put it down to 0. So I think sometimes I still need to work on. Maybe it's neutral for me. So as opposed to putting a plus sign or a minus sign, who's gonna put a double sign? As we learned in chapter 3. So I just put it at neutral. I'm still trying to weigh it and scale it yet.
Okay. So, I mean, I feel like it has been an interesting ride with you guys, to be honest. Today's conversation has really been an enriching one. So, yes, heartfelt thanks to our viewers out there for tuning in. Thank you so much. Today's discussion was literally beautiful. The news, everything. I mean, detailing. Do you know what that is? Come on now. So, yes, join us again tomorrow for another captivating discussion, beaming even more insight and entertainment. And don't forget to tune in to Waste Prime Time at 8 p.m. where, education and humor converge for an unforgettable experience. So, on behalf of myself and my wonderful body right here. Oh, my God.
Oh,
no, don't do that.
You're sending so many habits to me. I don't use all of this. All of a sudden, I'm like, Okay. Yeah, but
You know,
you're
why
right.
we actually did that? Like the first that came to my head is Romeo and Juliet. Have you watched a movie
Oh
around it?
God, no way. When it's not Titanic, we're
Do
doing,
you
please.
get? Oh my God! So until then, guys, keep seeking knowledge, nurturing your curiosity, staying inspired, and staying tuned. See you tomorrow. Bye.